Thank you very much for watching our webinars. I hope you like it. So my company WAPI is creating all of this, and I'll take my chance and tell you a little bit more about WAPI. If you're selling something, for example, you're selling wonderful sunglasses, you live in Italy and the Italian market is full of your sunglasses and everybody is very happy. So now you want to go global, you want to go international. So what you need to find the right sales channel, and then you need to send all these products to your customers. That's where WAPI comes in. We have integrated a huge amount of sales channels. We have huge amount of partners, service providers in e-com that will help you to expand to any country where you want. Send us an email, ask your question. Our key account manager will help you to grow your business to a new level. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you that you subscribe and stay tuned. Good luck. Hi everybody, it's WAPI Webinars, Alex Fridman with you, WAPI community, and my wonderful guest. Hi Mag. So hi.
Hey, thank you, Alex, for inviting me.
How are you doing? How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, and there is a great weather outside, and everything looks great to me. Summer is there, so nothing to complain.
Wonderful, wonderful. For those who see Hi for the first time, he is CEO and co-founder of EVA. They help brands to gain an unfair advantage and more profits on Amazon. Crazy about pricing, advertising, and inventory management.
Absolutely, yeah. Do you want me to tell more about EVA?
Yeah, it would be great. Tell first of all, tell about yourself. How did it happen that you were in e-commerce world? And then some words about EVA.
Well, I had more than 20 years of a corporate life. First of all, in Accenture, IBM, and Oracle. I was very much involved with the data, and I was the vice president of Oracle before I decided, that I should do something different. And I was wondering, what will be the best use of my skills, as I worked with artificial intelligence and data for more than 20 years as a computer engineer. And I ended up meeting with my co-founder, who was a big Amazon seller, eight up to 9 figures. And we started talking about how we can use data, and we came up with the idea of EVA, and that was almost 4 years ago. And the idea is always about focusing on 4 things and helping the Amazon sellers to increase traffic, conversion, availability, and profits. And if you think about these 4 things, availability means the inventory management, the 3PL, and everything that you do and I do to some extent, and the rest will help holistically to cover every single aspect of being successful on Amazon.
Yeah, you're talking about the crucial thing. I didn't know you were the vice president of Oracle. Man, we have a very important person here now. So everybody listen very carefully. A lot of insights you'll hear today. So we're going to talk about fulfillment fundamentals today, the key principle for efficient operations. And the first question to you will be a general one. Why efficient fulfillment operations are so important to drive the business success?
Hey, that's a great question. And I just mentioned, if you want to be successful in e-commerce or on Amazon specifically, there are 4 things that you need to make it right. You need to focus on bringing traffic to your business. You need to focus on converting this traffic into sales. And you need to make sure that you are making profits. Now, while making these things, if the customer just sees on your listing that you're out of stock, or when the customer clicks the button and buys, but cannot, receive the item after a week or a month, obviously you'll be out of the game. So that's why that efficient fulfillment operations are important, because if you look at the main reason why people go into Amazon or other e-commerce sites, because they would like to get that item as fast as possible, right? Like they want that product, they already purchased it, and they would like to see it in stock, and they would like it to be delivered as soon as possible. That's why what you do is super important and critical to be successful on Amazon and e-commerce.
Absolutely agree with you. I would say also, I will add that it's not only about customer satisfaction to get the items at the right timing and to get them in general, but it's about the profits. So a lot of people think about logistics and fulfillment like about costs, but actually it is about your profits, because people that like handle fulfillment not in accurate way, they lose a lot of money there. There is a lot of points where you can lose the money. And if you have efficient fulfillment operations, you just don't lose it. It means that you get more profits. It means that you can boost your business with more money in your pocket. So yes, efficient fulfillment operations is huge advantage in our game today.
It makes absolutely sense what you're saying, because you are the guy about the 3PL and all types of fulfillment. What is the best practices of fulfillment, Alex? And how can WAPI help like e-commerce businesses to optimize their fulfillment processes?
Yeah, I would say as following it. For me, it has like several aspects. So the first one is speed, because of course nowadays person that buys something online, he wants to receive it in an hour. Like this will be the best logistics speed. But even if it is not an hour, as you mentioned, 7 days is already a crap. You can't work if you deliver goods in 7 days. Also, it is about the price, because yes, you can get it in an hour, but it will cost so much money that you will have zero business. Of course, it is about inventory management, because the worst case is being out of stock. So you have to have system that predicts and forecasts what inventories you have to have, and you have to make your fulfillment network, your all the supply chain to work just on time so that the stock would be there. And of course, the information flow. Information flow is very important because everybody, your partners, you yourself, the marketplaces, the customers, everybody needs to know where is the good, what is happening with it. Like in logistics, when you have a lag in information flow, everybody starts to scream. Starting from your subcontractors, partners, till the customer. Everybody screams, and like the story becomes hell, not paradise. So we are mostly working in Europe, as you know. In USA, we started only the previous year, and we hope that we will increase the USA market together with EVA during this year, because you've got 4 warehouses there. We've got only 1 now, and USA is very big. So I believe in our cooperation. But in Europe, we started with helping clients shift from cross-border to local deliveries, because Europe has 27 countries. Again, if you send goods from Spain to Latvia, or from Poland to Italy to Greece, it will take some time. The speed is not good, and the pricing also. Of course, you can send the goods with DHL, FedEx, UPS, and they will handle like any destination in the world. But the idea is to deliver the goods in 24 hours and do it as cheap as it possible. And it is possible only if your stock is in the country. So what we did, we have aggregated the fulfillment centers all over the Europe, the courier delivery services all over the Europe, and making it all work under one IT platform that we are giving to the sellers. So you can stock your goods in the region that you need, and then after your sales, you get very fast delivery and very cheap one. And also our IT system helps you with information flow and with inventory management. So that's Excellent. What WAPI is doing in Europe. And what about the USA market? Hi, you know much more about USA than I do. We are working there for a long time. Could you please tell us about it and share how EVA can help in fulfillment operation there?
Absolutely. I just want to give you this example, first of all. A couple of weeks ago, I purchased something from Amazon in the morning. It was Monday morning I purchased, and Monday, 2 p.m., I received it at my house in San Diego. And I was
That's
thinking,
crazy.
what's going on here? You know, it's like 5 hours. In 5 hours, I received. So what you said about like 1 day delivery, 2 days delivery. I mean, nobody is like looking for a week or a month anymore. And that's one of the reasons many marketplaces are failing, like eBay, etc. Because on Amazon, on e-commerce, like D2C, people expect in the US, you know, the delivery, the quality of delivery, as well as the speed of delivery, as you mentioned. So it's very similar. Now, 50% of US market is about Amazon, but of course it also means 50% is not. And with that, there is a lot of like direct to consumer fulfillment going on. There is a lot of different marketplaces like Walmart increasing. So it is important to cover the non-Amazon as well as Amazon aspects of the fulfillment. That's what we do. And that's also another reason why I really believe in the partnership between WAPI and EVA, because we know everything inside out in the US with our warehouses, with our software that's all built in our warehouses. Without automation, it is unlikely to be successful on in the US market. And our software and warehouses are also integrated into what we call the Amazon seller platform. That's EVA, which means that if an Amazon seller you know, sends us 100 units from Europe to US, they will immediately have a real-time visibility of what's going on in the 3PL operations, like which item is where and when we are going to send it to Amazon. Is it in transit in Amazon, or is it already in the 3PL? That information with our software, it's real time. And that's one of the unique value props that we bring on the table. And now having that combined coverage between like Europe and US, I think it's phenomenal, because we have a lot of US customers. The American sellers now, they can easily expand to Europe, and the European sellers anywhere, they can expand to US. And US is a 400 million people market just by counting the people in the US. And it's so big, and it's and e-commerce is crazy. Like everybody buys. Like there's a lot of consumption, you know, compared to Europe as well. So I think it's a great opportunity.
Yeah. So together,
you know,
together you said 400 million in US. I thought I thought it's 350, but so together with Europe, if counting that in Europe is more than 700 million people, we together we cover like 1 billion and 100 and 100 million people. It's like crazy. I even can't pronounce it. So the market is huge, and these all are people with money, that know how to buy online. They buy on a regular basis. And you can get rich to all this region. That's I think that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I think in US it's at least 330 million, but then there's a lot of immigrants and everything. They also buy, right? They also use the logistics and you know, Amazon. So nobody's asking for a visa. So if you are using Amazon.com, but it's a huge market, as you said. We are talking about 1 billion people relying on. I mean, 1 billion people can rely on the WAPI plus EVA alliance of delivering what they want, you know, at the right time, right place, right quality. I think that's an amazing, not only it's an amazing idea, but also it's an amazing service for 1 billion people. I think, you know, if we can make this, hey, that's wonderful, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. And what about multi-channel management, right? Tell us. EVA is also working with not only with Amazon, with Walmart. You have you give the possibility for sellers to work like on any channel in US.
Absolutely. So it depends on the category, but we work with Wayfair, which is really big in home and
Wow.
kitchen. We work with Walmart for consumer packaged goods and home, again, for kitchen appliances, a lot of other things. Walmart makes a lot of sense. eBay makes some sense in terms of automotive and some other categories. And one of the biggest thing is like, once the brand is known in the US, then it makes sense to directly approach to the consumer and fulfill fulfill the stuff. So that's why having that warehouse network is also very important, because if you are fulfilling like a Shopify orders, then you need to send them from the warehouse. So that's I think one of the biggest things that we also covered, that Shopify as well.
Yeah, to say that's what I'm pushing in Europe, because Europe has a lot of local marketplaces. So as you know, we have the Allegra, we have Cdiscount, we have Kaufland, we have eMag, we have Bol, we have Otto, we have Frugal, we have OnBuy, we have a lot of local marketplaces. And it is very important that our service in Europe and your service in USA, and we all together can serve not only Amazon, but any sales channel. And our fulfillment network will fulfill these orders. And it doesn't matter from what sales channel it comes, from your web shop or from local marketplace. This gives the real reach to 1 billion people, because Amazon in Europe is not like is about 12, maybe 14% of the market. The local marketplaces have huge share of it. For example, Allegra has more than 80% of Poland. The people who want to buy something in Poland, they don't go on Google, they don't go on Amazon, they go on Allegra website and search for the item there first. So the idea that we can work with any channel is unbelievable cool for you to grow your business. Let me ask a question about some Amazon thing, because I know that you're professionals in Amazon also. So what about increasing traffic and conversion on Amazon and other channels? Like, what strategies for driving traffic you can share, and how you help sellers?
Absolutely. So, I mean, this is the kind of the 4-pillar recipe that I mentioned in the beginning of the call. If you want to be successful on e-commerce, availability, which comes with logistics and fulfillment, is important. But before everything, you need traffic. If nobody is like, navigating, coming into your web page or Amazon listing or Walmart listing, then there is nothing you can do, right? So that's why the traffic is super important. So at EVA, we have like a 3-layer, kind of a service. Like on the bottom layer is the fulfillment. So we cover all, all US. Not only kind of preparation for Amazon and everything, but one of the interesting things we do, for example, meltable products like snacks, chocolates, candies, gummies. These are not very easy to deliver in the US market. Well, obviously it's the same in your markets in Europe, but in US, like, the Houston, for example, Texas or Florida, can be super hot as well. Like, and the multiple products, it will be super difficult to deliver. And even Amazon will not deliver any of these products for 6 months. So we also covered that, and that's the first layer. And the second layer is kind of the services, the agency services. We use an AI technology to kind of like increase the traffic with bid optimization and also, kind of automated campaign management. Now, Amazon advertising is becoming super important. If anybody wants to do anything on Amazon, I just want to say that it's a pay per play platform. So you want to play in the platform, you need to pay, and that happens with advertising. Now, the key point is not about whether you pay or not, which you will pay anyway, but the key point is how can you optimize it, because you can pay $1 and make $10, then everybody will pay. And you can pay $5 and make $2. So we focus a lot on advertising, use AI, make sure that, we use like, advanced technologies like how to leverage the Amazon Marketing Cloud, how to, optimize the bids for any given keywords, how to use audiences with DSP. I'm not going into details of that because it will take 5 hours for me to talk about everything.
Maybe some insights, maybe some insights on improving product availability or anything.
Exactly. But what I can say is, like, especially for the European brands, by the way, this service is available to all European brands and also US brands, because EVA as a software and the service is available in 20 marketplaces, including even Japan, Singapore, UAE, Italy, Spain, UK, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, and everything. So that's available. But the key point is to increase the traffic by optimizing the advertising, bringing external traffic from Google and influencers and other places, and make sure that, like, for every single dollar that you pay, you are getting a much better ROI. So it's a profitable operation. Otherwise, maybe 50% of Amazon sellers, brands, they are not profitable. So the key point here is to do all of these things, but also at the same time, maintain a decent profit with Amazon.
Yeah, cool. I think we should share some cases or some examples. For example, I can share with you something of our recent case. This is like what WAPI is doing, like in Europe. Yes, we've got 11 warehouses. And we do 24 hours delivery in like most of the big cities. Somewhere when the deliveries go to the villages, we go do it in 48 hours, like Amazon prep service, etc., etc. Just my team has prepared me this presentation. I need to go through it. Yeah, so this is about the marketplaces, a huge amount of marketplaces in Europe. And the examples, I'm sure Hai will also share something. But for example, the wooden toys, they were selling about 2,000 orders before coming to our system. I'm sure it's per month. And after they start to relocate the goods in the local countries, on the local marketplaces, they like made it 3 times more, like 6,000 orders. It's an unbelievable result. Of course, not every seller is doing like this, but you just need to understand, if you go to a local market, you start to compete with local countries, you change the languages. So localization in general is 2 things, is having the goods in stock in the market and translating to the language. Because yes, we all speak English. Like, I usually have a joke that the most popular language in the world is bad English. Like, almost nobody is speaking very good native English, but everybody speaks bad English. But still, if you want to get the result in Europe, especially, you have to translate to Polish when you go to Poland, to Spanish when you go to Spain, and etc., etc. So for these guys, we've got like the growth X3, and it was very fast. So what about some cases from your side?
Yeah, so we have another toy product. No, I'm just kidding. But I really like the one that you showed. So that's very interesting.
It's a wooden puzzle.
Very nice. I mean, I hope that we can also expand them to US, because the US people love that too. And as I mentioned about US and Amazon, I think for the European brands, why it is important to be on Amazon is critical, because not only 50% of US e-commerce market is Amazon, but almost 80% of the consumers first go into Amazon and search for the product. It's like a validation step. So whether they see the product on a retail store, whether it's a Shopify store, etc., but all the US consumers will validate the product and check the reviews and everything on the Amazon. So that's why having that brand awareness and start selling into 50% of the US consumers, which is around 200 million, and they buy a lot of stuff, is super important. And couple of cases, for example, Zesty Paws, like this is a brand that even as a reseller, like we had a reseller arm as well, like we were selling a lot of these products, and not only they made a huge amount of money, but I just want to mention another thing, like this Zesty Paws, at the end, they sold their brand for $610 million. So
Wow.
a lot of US private equities, a lot of big companies like Procter and Gamble, like many others like Unilever in the US, they always look after like these brands that will be successful in e-commerce. So not only about profit, but you can also sell your brand for a very big amount of money, and that's also kind of another reason to be on e-commerce and creating a digital brand. And we also have a lot of more than maybe a couple of hundreds of happy customers, and many of them are like from Latin America, that they start using our fulfillment in Houston, or from Europe, they started using our fulfillment in New York or Houston, and from China, which they used our West Coast facilities closer to LA, because everything starts by, delivering the products, and then let us increase your traffic conversion, manage your e-commerce. Like, we provide that full service to manage the e-commerce and make sure that the brand grows on Amazon. And maybe just to show that one slide where how this can be possible, because of our holistic approach, where we focus on the organic growth, advertising management, which brings the traffic, the shopper experience, where we make sure that the products are in stock, whether they are on Amazon or Walmart or in our warehouse. And that means that we need to run some restocking, replenishment algorithms, make sure that the sellers, the e-commerce merchants or brands are able to replenish. And also we have an AI system, which you mentioned that in the beginning, that I'm a bit crazy about the price, because if you don't have the right price, first of all, you may not sell, because if your competitors are already much lower than you, it will be very hard for you to position your product. And the second is, even if you have the right price, you can maximize the profit. So we're always looking into organic advertising growth and shopper experience and pricing and promotion all together, rather than in silos. And that's the unique value that EVA can deliver to e-commerce sellers.
And according to Amazon, you can do it not only in USA, you can help with Amazon Germany and Amazon UK, right? It doesn't matter what Amazon marketplace it is.
Absolutely. So we have a lot of customers in Germany, in the UK, France, Spain, and even Japan, because one thing which is also very nice with Amazon, in every single country, Turkey, Japan, Spain, it's the same infrastructure. So what they do in Spain is exactly what they do in Japan. Obviously, you are right. You mentioned that you need to make sure that the goods are available. And the second, you need to have the listings and everything optimized in the local language. And we do that localizations. It's not as difficult as it is in the past because of chat GPTs, because of having the right people in the team. You can make it work. That's getting a lot easier to penetrate into new markets today.
And also because during the time, there are service providers that appear now already experienced and well developed, like your company, like my company. Like there are companies who are doing the translations, companies who are doing the localizations. There are a lot of service providers that in combination can help you very much to grow in every country. So yes, I would summarize that the game began to be complicated. So it's not easy. Of course, it's because of ambitions, because if you want to grow only in one country, it is one story. But if you want to sell your goods all over the world, and the internet give us this chance nowadays, so the game is more complicated, and you have like two options. You have first option to build everything yourself, to hire 200 people and hope that someday you will return your investments. Or you can go a much faster and easier way and start working with the companies that understood that there will be a need in the management teams that will help you to manage the logistics, manage your Amazon accounts, your Amazon listings, that will help you with a lot of things. And I'm really happy to meet Hai and to understand that we can combine our services and to make it reachable, like both markets. Because again, what we're saying, I heard it for a lot of years. Everybody was asking me, Alex, can you do the Europe and USA? Is there a service that is doing Europe and USA together? And answer always was no. No, there were companies who are doing good in Europe. There are companies that are doing good in USA, but finding one that is covering, not just covering, but doing it on a high level quality, both markets, like it's something absolutely unique. And I would say grab it right now, because like you will be the first. You will be, if you hear this webinar, like text me, text Hai, because you will be the first to get the service that covers both markets.
Absolutely, I fully agree with you, and it's an amazing opportunity for anyone in the world now to start selling anywhere that we cover, right? Because we can handle this. They just need to approach to us, and we will take care of like what would be the right marketing strategy, right fulfillment strategy, right people to help them. It's a full service now. I mean, end-to-end full service. I think it's an amazing opportunity. If anybody is listening us and they believe in their product, hey, if you know your product, if you believe it makes sense to sell the right price, the right audiences there, come to us. We will take care of it.
Right. And a very important thing also to understand, both of us, we are not only integrators company, so we're not just not only IT integration. Our team is also managing and helping you to build this service. So it's end-to-end service, like Hai is saying. So when US company will contact us, we will help them with everything, like do they need the company to establish what to do with VAT, how to deliver the goods to Europe, what to do with customs clearance, how to relocate all the goods to all the countries, what strategy to choose for the beginning, the cross-border, or immediately to distribute the stock all over the Europe, what to do with Amazon in Europe, how to get to the local marketplaces. And also we help with promoting your listings on local marketplaces in Europe. What Hai is saying about Amazon Europe, we are doing this thing with local marketplaces in Europe. So maybe without IE at this point, where we didn't create our IE that will help you, but our team knows how to do it. And this, again, great opportunity.
Absolutely.
Fulfillment layer, marketing agency. I would call it like a marketing agency, right? layer.
I mean, that's a part, exactly. So that's the marketing agency layer. And on top of it, the software is the most critical one,
And the
because
software.
the data, the software is the
Yeah.
differentiator of everything we do. And sometimes people ask me, like, how are you able to deliver also cost-effective services? And I also tell them, like, because we are replacing a lot of processes, a lot of steps in the process by using the software and data and AI, because that helps us to reduce the commodity services, reduce like a lot of need for the virtual assistants, which is the old era of doing business on Amazon, is hiring a bunch of VAs, which we don't believe that that's the case anymore. We are in 2023. We can kind of automate the commodity tasks and make sure that we have the best people running and orchestrating the overall e-commerce strategy. And if you combine it with the best fulfillment channel, you have the best of the both worlds. So that should work.
Absolutely, absolutely. Usually at the end of the webinars, I ask several questions, but I would go only with one with you. The question to the ex-vice president of Oracle. So the short takeaway, how to be successful in life in general.
Well, I mean, I think it's easier. I mean, at least for me, it was easier to be successful in Oracle for like 15 years. But if you are, as you know, now being a founder of a company, what I can say is like it's all about passion. You know, like you need to have the passion, and you shouldn't give up, right? I mean, passion and not giving up. These are super important because if you give up, there is nothing nobody can do. Like so you not give up, kind of like be persistent, be resilient, and if you have the passion about what you are doing, the only third thing you need is money, capital.
The small thing, yeah.
But I mean, if you don't give up, you can find the money, and or you can make the profits, and the profits can start funding your business. That's all possible as long as you don't give up and you continue to push.
Right. Thank you very much. Fight for your dreams.
Absolutely.
I love it. So, okay, guys, you've got all our contacts under the video. You please contact me. Please contact Hai. I think Eva has some special offer, right, for the audience.
Well, sure, absolutely. So, so what we can do, what I'm thinking is like, WAPI audience is very special, and any of our services, we would like to give a $500 off, like with the reference of WAPI. We'll be doing a $500 discount, whether it's a advertising service, whether it's fulfillment service, whether it's a full service account management, SEO, listings, graphic design services. We provide that A to Z services for any Amazon or non-Amazon e-commerce sellers, and very happy to give that $500 discount.
Cool, wonderful. We as WAPI would say that everybody who comes to us with word EVA, like, guys, I heard on the webinar, or somebody from EVA told us about you, we'll give you 25% discount on our WAPI subscription. So it's actually a very generous thing, and it doesn't matter actually. Just, guys, this is unique. What we're doing with EVA is absolutely unique. Both markets, more than 1 billion people live on these markets. And like Europe and USA, contact us and let's build something big together.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you, Hai, for joining the webinar, and good luck.
Thank you, Alex, for having me. Thank you very much.
Have
a great day.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you that you subscribe, and stay tuned. Good luck!